Hey, so it's Jarrett from SourceAudio, and I'm just going to give a quick overview of the Adobe panel from SourceAudio. So this is what it looks like right here. Now this is already after I've logged in, but you could log in on the main page when you set this up. What you'll see in this initial view is the Receive section. So this is everything that your particular account has received. So any playlists that have been sent to you, individual tracks, that kind of thing. So it's very easy for editors to just kind of look through past things that were sent and locate those tracks. Now, let's say you have a track here that you actually want to use. What you can do is you could click the track to select it, and you can drag that over into the timeline. I believe it's called the timeline. So that's here, and it downloads the actual track, and then the waveform will appear, and the track is right there. So that is ready to go. It's all in Premiere right there. You could preview these tracks by playing them. So this is the track player right here, and you could play any of these like you would be able to on a SourceAudio site, skip around. Um, let's see, what else? Uh, so uh, let's say you want to actually just search for a track instead of seeing just browsing what you've been sent in the past. What you do is you'd click Site Select here, and you'd choose the site that you have access to. So this account I'm logged into just has access to this one site right here. So I would click this site, and then this will be the track list view for all of the tracks that are on the site. I don't have much metadata on these tracks. This is just for testing purposes. But this would be filled with the data that's on your particular site. The search bar is at the top like it would be on your site normally. So you could search something like rock, and then this will load. Now keep in mind, this computer I'm running this on is not that great to run Premiere, so things will probably be a little bit quicker that your users would actually be used to. Um, so here's a search just for rock, and it pulls up the rock tracks. You could preview them, play them, all that kind of stuff. You'll actually also notice that since I'm logged into this account, my playlists will show up in the bottom left. So these are the playlists on this particular site. Now the one bug that we do have right now is you can't scroll down. So I could see these different playlist folders and I could click, but I can't scroll down here. So we're going to be fixing that in an update for the panel. So that's just something to be aware of right now. So yeah, you could do the searches. You could see your previous play history. So these are the tracks that I was playing. Now one cool thing is you could actually automate cue sheets right from this panel. So how that works is, let's say you have a couple tracks in here. I have one track right now. I just click cue sheet export. It will save. You could name it whatever you want. Just type in something, choose where you want to save it, and then click save. And that will automatically export a spreadsheet that you can then open up, and it will have not only the track with the information of the track, the relevant information, publisher, composer, but it would also have the time codes for where that track was placed in the timeline. So it really helps expedite things, which is pretty awesome. And let's see. So this little refresh button in the bottom left here, it's hard to see, but this actually refreshes what's been sent to you. So this is more relevant if you're looking at just what was received, so right here. So this will update in real time. If someone sends you a track or playlist, you could pull that in. This little button right here is just what version of the panel you're using, and this is our developer that created it, so you could reach out to him with any bugs and stuff. And obviously me as well, but Brent during the beta stage is kind of working on things. So yeah, and then the last thing is just this little gear icon, which again goes to the change site, which you could do on the main page as well, but once you're in a site, this is where you'd select that. And also the settings. So the settings allows you to choose where you want to actually save the audio files that you're dragging into the timeline. So you could have that be a specific folder. I'm not too familiar with the organization of Premiere folders, but people that are familiar, that are using Premiere, this should probably make more sense, and you could specify where to save that. And at the bottom, it could be as a default, or it could just be for that particular project that you're working on. I think that pretty much covers it. Obviously, like other panels in Premiere, your users would be very familiar with this if they're using Premiere, but you could move these around. So I could move this panel to over here. Obviously, that's a very poor choice because it makes it super thin. But it functions as any other type of panel in Premiere that you can input. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully, you'll get some good use out of it. And yeah, just let me know if you have any other questions.